Good morning, students. Today we are going to know the motion of rocket and derivation of expression for its velocity. This is a rocket having mass m and traveling with velocity v. Here, rocket consists of combustion chamber where the fuel is burnt, solid or liquid fuel is burnt. When the fuel is burnt, the pressure inside the combustion chamber rises very high. Due to this high pressure inside the combustion chamber, hot gases gets released, expelled from the tail of the rocket. Then rocket moves in direction opposite to the direction of hot gas jet. This gas jet. Rocket moves opposite direction to the release of this gas jet. This gas jet having velocity u, let having velocity u, and rocket is having velocity v in the opposite direction to the motion of this gas jet. As the mass of the fuel inside the rocket decreases, as it gets burned, so mass decreases with time. After 20 seconds, some mass gets decreased. The velocity of rocket increases. As the mass gets decreasing, the velocity of the rocket goes increasing. The force which lifts the rocket to move upward is called thrust. Here two forces acting on the rocket. One is thrust and another one is gravitational force mg, where m is the mass of the rocket and g is the gravitational force constant. This is all about rocket and its motion. The motion of rocket can be explained on the basis of Newton's third law of motion and momentum principle. Newton's third law of motion is for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Here action is gases are moving out of the rocket from its tail with velocity u. Due to this action, the rocket is moving in the opposite direction to the motion of this gas jet. Rocket is moving according to Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. Action is releasing of gases with velocity u, and the rocket is moving opposite direction to the direction of motion of these gases. Now we are going to derive the expression for its velocity. Velocity equation we are going to derive. Let m be the mass of the rocket including with fuel. The m is the mass of the rocket including with fuel, along with fuel. V be the velocity at time t, at time which equals to t. V is its velocity. Let in a time interval dt, after time dt, after some time, the amount of mass dm be ejected from the rocket in the form of gas jet. After some time dt, the mass of the rocket is ejected, released in the form of gas jet. In the form of gas jet, dm amount of mass is released from the rocket in the form of gas jet. The mass of the rocket keeps going on reducing like this. Now the relative velocity of gas jet is equals to the rocket is having velocity v, and this gas jet is having velocity u. Gas jet velocity is minus u, it's traveling in opposite direction. The relative velocity of gas jet with respect to rocket is written as v minus u. This is the relative velocity of gas jet with respect to rocket, v minus u. Now the force acting on this jet is equal to the rate of change of mass of the rocket into relative velocity. The force acting on the jet is equals to rate of change of mass of rocket into relative velocity. Here we need to know the force acting on this jet. What is the mass of this jet is the how much amount of mass is dm ejected from the rocket is equal to the mass of this jet. So rate of change of mass of the rocket is equal to the mass of this jet. So force acting on the gas jet is equal to the rate of change of mass of the rocket into relative velocity. Here rate of change of mass with respect to time is dm by dt into v minus u. dm by dt is the rate of change of mass of the rocket with respect to time. V minus u is the relative velocity. This is the force acting on this gas jet. This is the action. Now from Newton's third law, action is equals to minus reaction. Equal and opposite reaction. Here equal. So this force is equals to this force is acting on jet is equals to the force acting on rocket, which is equals to thrust. Here this force is acting on the jet. This force is equals to the thrust on the rocket is equals to dm by dt into v minus u. Thrust is the one of the force acting on rocket, and another force is acting on the rocket is mg, weight of the rocket mg. mg is the weight of the rocket acting, another force acting which is pulling the rocket towards earth. Now net force, total force acting on the rocket, net force acting on the rocket, net force acting on the rocket is equals to sum of these two forces dm by dt into v minus u. Here this mg is in opposite direction. Thrust is acting along the direction of rocket, which is lifting up the rocket, but mg is in opposite direction. So we write minus mg. We subtract minus mg. This thrust is overcoming the mg to move away from the earth. So total net force acting on the rocket is equals to dm by dt into v minus u minus mg. According to second law, Newton's second law, the net force on the rocket, we know that net force on the rocket F is equals to, we know that F is equals to, this is the net force, we derived F, this is equation number 1. This is the net force according to Newton's law, second law. F is equals to ma, which is equals to d by dt of mv, can be written as d by dt of mv. This is equation number 2. F is equals to d by dt of mv, where m is constant, m into dv by dt, which is equals to mass into acceleration. Now from equation 1 and 2, both are same. We have found that force is equals to this equation, but according to Newton's second law, force is equals to d by dt of mv. We are equating these left hand sides, so we get d by dt of from 1 and 2, equating 1 and 2, d by dt of mv is equals to dm by dt into v minus u minus mg. Now we are going to differentiate here. This is in u into v form. So m into dv by dt plus v into dm by dt, u dv by dt, v du by dt. Here we have to multiply dm by dt with v and u. dm by dt v minus u into dm by dt minus mg. Here mg is right hand. When we observe here v dm by dt and here v dm by dt gets cancelled. So balance is m dv by dt is equals to minus u into dm by dt minus mg. Considering magnitudes, we send this dt to that side. This equation becomes m dv is equals to minus u dm by dt into dt minus mg into dt. So here dt dt gets cancelled. So we send this m to that side. It becomes dv is equals to, we are going to derive velocity, so we need velocity term only. So we keep velocity term this side, and we send dt to that side and m to that side, minus u into dm by, here m is multiplying, so it divides when going that side, minus mg by dt by m gets cancelled. Here g dt remains. Now I am going to erase this. For continuing further derivation, I am going to erase this. Now here dv is equals to, the balance we are writing, dv is equals to minus u dm by m minus gt. Now integrating above equation from the beginning of motion, where t is equals to 0 and mass of the rocket m is equals to m naught and velocity of the rocket v is equals to v naught, to the instant from initial time t is equals to 0, mass of the rocket m is equals to m naught, velocity is equals to v naught, to t is equals to time t is equals to t, comma m is equals to mass m and velocity v is equals to v. We are integrating the above equation within these limits, where when time t is equals to 0 to t. So we get integrating this integral, this is dv, so we are applying limits v naught to v for dv is equals to minus u into integral, where u is constant, so for mass dm by m we are taking limits m naught to m, initial mass of the rocket to mass at time t. So 1 by m dm by m can be written as 1 by m dm, minus g is a constant, we write it out of the integral. For time t we are taking limits 0 to t dt. So integration of 1 into dv is v, we are taking limits v naught to v is equals to minus u into integration of 1 by m dm is log m, we are taking limits m naught to m, minus g into integration of dt is t, we have to write limits 0 to t. Now we are substituting the limit values. This becomes upper limit minus lower limit. When we substitute upper limit, it becomes v. When we substitute lower limit, it becomes v naught is equals to minus u into, here in this log m, when we substitute upper limit, this becomes log m minus log m naught. This log m minus m naught can be written as, this is log a minus log b, log a by b can be written as log a by b, so we write log m by m naught minus g into, this is upper limit is t minus 0, is t, so we can write it as t, this becomes gt So this is the equation. Now we need velocity, so we keep velocity only this side, and we said v naught to that side. It is doing subtraction, it becomes plus. So v naught minus u into log of m by m naught u log m by m naught minus gt. Now we are going to remove this minus. V is equals to v naught. When we send this minus into log, this becomes plus u log. We interchange m naught and m naught by m. We write m by m naught as m. By removing minus, becomes minus gt. When rocket, a special cases arise, this is the second equation of velocity of rocket, and this is the first equation of velocity of rocket. Here, when v naught is equals to 0, special cases, when rocket starts from rest, v naught is equals to 0, then equation becomes v is equals to v naught is 0, so u log m naught by m minus gt. When the rocket moves away from the earth, then gravitational force is not exist there, so g becomes 0. So then this again this equation becomes g u log m naught by m. G becomes 0, so g into t 0. This velocity equation is when our rocket's initial velocity v naught is equals to 0. This equation, and when rocket moves away from the earth, when gravitational force becomes 0, then velocity of the rocket is u into log m naught by m, where m naught is the mass, initial mass of the rocket, and m is the mass at time t. Then u is the velocity of the gas jet. We can calculate the velocity of rocket at any time, any instant, time t can be calculated by substituting these values. This is the derivation of expression for velocity of rocket. Most important question for 5 marks or for 10 marks by adding problem.